Hello, hello. This is Confidence with Coffee, and my name is Heather Jean, and I am so excited to be here. I am talking about the Confidence Through Cabaret podcast and Vodcast. If you're on YouTube right now watching this, then jump on over afterwards to the Vodcast playlist and check out this week's episode. If you're listening to this on podcast, then by all means go and check this out on Vodcast as well. If you like your podcast to be audio, anywhere you get your podcasts, Confidence Through Cabaret. If you like a video, then YouTube, Confidence Through Cabaret, or IGTV. So this week, I am talking to body healing coach, promoter of self-love and self-acceptance, the beautiful butterfly herself, Albany Busby. And I just loved this conversation. It was so much fun because the work that Albany and I do is very similar in that we talk a lot about how we are in our body and how other people judge us is really not the point, and how we physically look is really not the point. And I mean, that's the thing. If you've been around for a little while, you'll know that um cabaret, in my view, is what I've in my experience is that it is for everybody. And and that doesn't matter how tall, short, young, old, fit, not fit, flexible, not flexible, limitations, no limitations. It doesn't matter. It is for everybody. And, the conversation is so rich in this episode with Albany because we're talking about healing from the inside, about really getting to the root of where your beliefs are about your beauty, about your strength, about your worthiness. And I've now got Albany going and doing some dancing and moving and flowing on the door frame, in any door frame, just to move and just to lean against and play with and enjoy. I'm an aerial dancer, so pole is my favorite. And I'm lucky enough to be able to have a pole, but use anything that you want to be able to move your body. Use a chair, flow on it, lay across it. Do whatever your body wants to do. It'll tell you. And shut this part of your mind off to play. That's how I approach it. Albany shares her practices, shares her healing, shares how she, her journaling practice is fantastic. So really kind of, journaling for 5 or 10 minutes about how do I feel in myself? And then what do I say to myself? Get really honest and have those feelings and hold them, and then start to explore, where did they come from? Are they true? And then you can start to let go. If they don't represent you, if they're not true for you, if they're not empirically true, then you can let them go. And I love that. I love that practice. I'm looking at my notes because I made so many notes. We are not our emotions. We talked about the definition of beauty and what it is or means. Let's have a listen.
Oftentimes women think that that's their issue, how they're perceived in society based on their looks, based on their weight, their size. And oftentimes when we start doing the work, when we start talking, when they start thinking about those hard questions, you realize it has very little to do with what you look like. It has to do with the source, where the pain started. It really is your mindset. It is really about becoming more emotionally aware and really stepping into your body, like really connecting your whole body from the inside out. And when you realize, oh, that's where I needed the work, how you see yourself totally changes. And you don't have to change anything physically. Everything else comes together. All of a sudden, your world looks different.
I love that Albany is talking about, really, when we do the inner work, we often don't need to change anything about our body. And if we do, if we choose to, it comes from a place of acceptance, and then move towards the changes that we want to see. but we have to accept ourselves where we are. We have to find our inner strength and our inner beauty. And I always ask the question, what would your stage name be? And if you were performing cabaret, what would your prop be? And what kind of cabaret performance would you want to do? I love that richness of that, because when we name that inner strength, that inner expression, then we get to own it and tap into it anytime we want to. And I don't usually share that here, but I will on this occasion. Albany talked about her stage name being Butterfly. And to me, that perfectly embodies how she moves and expresses, taking up space and owning it, showing off true colors and beauty, having come from a variety of stages to become the beautiful butterfly, to having rigid edges and it being nothing but beautiful. Like, does anybody look at a butterfly and not go, oh, look, a beautiful butterfly? Probably not. Everybody finds beauty in that. And what's amazing is when you have that inner strength, that inner knowing, that inner healing, then people will see that. People will see that you're taking up space. People will see that you're being authentic. People will see your self-acceptance. And, very often we don't need to change anything. So, body healing coming from within. Very often people say, "Oh, body healing, that's going to be, I'm going to get stronger or fitter," or I've struggled with that. I've struggled with that before, where I've thought, okay, so I need to, do things to make changes. But when we heal from within, when we heal those programs that we were given, those the limiting beliefs that other people have, that they've imposed onto you. So now you've got several people's limiting beliefs, several people's dreams and wishes that they haven't achieved, and regrets and all kinds of things that are given to us with the best intentions most often, but they're still part of our programming. And it's really so important to do that healing work and to really fully, for a lifetime, intentionally commit to you. Because it's not one of those things where you do it and then you're healed and then that's it. And then you don't have to have those feelings of doubt, or you don't have to have those low times. Really, when we have confidence, it's about momentum. And so when we have the low times, we don't go as low if we're doing the work, and we don't stay there as long. We can come back out. So if that speaks to you, if you want to work on your body healing, then get in touch. Confidence Through Cabaret on Facebook is a very active community. We're on all socials as Confidence Through Cabaret. I do one-to-one coaching as well as group programs. I tend to work from mindset. I tend to work from limiting beliefs and the different voices in our head and the different programming and beliefs, and unpicking from there. But many people prefer to work from the outside in and kind of talk about what their feelings are about their body and their looks and how they want to be, and then kind of going inside to finding out where that's coming from and where those beliefs are and why we believe that changing our body will serve us. And it's really an individual journey. We're all on our own journeys. So whatever serves you, if this conversation, if the podcast or vodcast is serving you, then get in touch and let's work. Let's work through what it is to help you get past your shame, to help you breathe into your beauty, to help you, really find that energy that serves you. I am Heather Jean. We are Confidence Through Cabaret. We're on all the socials as Confidence Through Cabaret, except for Twitter, where we are at YBYWYS. I'm also on Clubhouse as at Heather YBYWYS. And those 6 beautiful letters stand for something that I deeply believe in and that I found to be true in cabaret, which is that it is your body. There's no apology, there's no explanation. You have autonomy and you get permission to serve how you want to. It's your world. You get to share your message. You get to raise your voice, and it's your stage. Take up space. Own it. Truly own it. Don't look like you own it. Don't pretend to own it. Actually own your space. And if you haven't done this for a while, take up some space right now. Spread your arms, stretch out, and just feel the beauty of owning your own space. Thank you again for being here. Reach out if we can help. Bye for now.